You run a company that's dedicated to self-publishing, not a publishing company, but a company that helps other people publish their own material.
That's right.
So tell me, how does that work? What's the distinction between traditional publishing and self-publishing?
Well, there's several nuances. You have independent publishing, self-publishing, and then traditional publishing. And we're more in line with the independent publisher.
Right.
So we help professionals like myself, like you, like millions of other coaches and consultants. We help them express themselves. We help them get their voice, their authority out. And we do that through turning their IP into actual words in a published document.
Right. And so this is based on the idea that everybody has good ideas up there that, you know, perhaps they aren't leveraging.
I think if you've been in consulting or coaching, you've been marketing, you've been a public speaker, you've been involved in business as a business owner or a leader in business for a number of years, you've developed a particular set of knowledge and ideas and concepts and methodologies. And inside of that set of knowledge, you're going to find that there are transferable principles that others can learn. So, for example, following Malcolm Gladwell's 10,000 hour concept.
So this is the concept that in order to get good at something, you have to repeat until you've got 10,000 hours of experience.
You become very efficient and very effective when you've applied yourself and the hours have gone into it, and then you do it without thinking. It's called non-intellectual processing. You do it without thinking. And as a result of doing it without thinking, it becomes your second nature. It becomes something you just do.
And we all have that. We all have stuff we're good at, and we hardly even realise because it's just what we do.
Well, I began coaching in 1990. I began working with other business leaders in 1990 on public speaking and presentation skills and pitching for business. And so over the years, I have invested my time and my experience, and I've developed my 10,000 hours. And so I started writing about it in the late 90s, and no one would entertain me as someone who was wanting to write. I had things to say. I'd run workshops, thousands of workshops, and I wanted to say something about it.
So you started your own self-publishing company to get published.
So I published my very first book way back in 2002 called The Public Speaker's Little Black Book.
Wow.
Self-published, had no clue what I was doing, but I just put together a PDF and started working my way through it. Well, that book is still available to buy print on demand, and it still sells.
But you have been published in the traditional sense, and you've done your own self-publishing. How do the two compare?
Well, I tried to go down the traditional publishing route, but you approach the publishing houses and you don't get heard. You don't get in. You have to go through a literary agent. To get with a literary agent, you have to have certain things already done because there's so many people filling their funnels full that if you don't have something really special, then you're not going to get noticed. So I said, my business partner and I said, well, hang on a second. There's a lot of people we know who have really important things to say that aren't getting a chance to say them. So we're going to become a partner. We're going to open a pathway to their authority. And if you are published, you have something that you can say, this is my authority. I've written a book on this. And so take you, for example, you know.
For example, because you know that I am writing a book.
You have a great message. I've heard you speak a few times. You have a great message. That message will help thousands of people.
Thank you.
But you're not able to get to thousands of people in England or Africa or the US every day. But if you write a book, then your principles of wow can impact thousands of people every day.
So why is it? Why is self-publishing growing at such a rate of knots?
It's easy to get into. It's not a demanding challenge to actually have your ideas put down, and then you can e-publish, or you can go down print on demand. You don't have to go through the laborious 2-year process of traditional publishing, and you only get 5 to 7% of your return. You actually, when you digitally publish, especially when you digitally publish, 75% of the sales is going to come back to you. What
would your advice be to someone they've written their book and they've got the manuscript? What next?
I would say if you've got a manuscript, you get in touch with someone like us, like an independent publisher, to guide them through the process of getting it onto Kindle, which is a challenge in itself.
Yeah.
And through the various different e-publishing formats.
Yeah.
And then also work out a game plan, a strategy, a sales or marketing strategy.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be able to do it for free. If you do it on your own, you're going to burn money like I have.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I knew I wanted to have something and say, but I didn't know how to market it properly.
So, I mean, is there going to come a day where people are no longer reading physical books?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, they've been around for thousands of years, all right?
Yeah.
I've got over 1,000 books in my personal library, but I've also got close to 400 audio books.
Right.
And I don't know how many PDFs that are in my file. So, but traditional books, physical books will always kind of be here, I believe,
Yeah.
for at least in my lifetime,
Yeah.
in our lifetime. Having said that, it is a trend where physical books is trending down,
Yeah.
mainly because the number of closures of bookstores. All right, and ebooks and e-publishing is going up
Yeah.
because Amazon is such a huge, massive beast. And it's just devouring a number of other outlets. But you can also have publishing. You can also have physical books on Amazon now.
Yeah.
So there is that growth. Will it ever be gone? No. Will ebooks continue to rise? Yes. We're a digital age.
Yeah.
It's not ever going to stop.
Yeah, absolutely. And what about audiobooks? Would you lump those together with digital product?
When you have a digital product, turning it into an audio, a visual, an online learning experience.
Yeah.
This is where training is going.
Yeah.
All training is going to be much more effective if you have an audio product,
Yeah.
if you have a digital product. Because a lot of people can't take out 2 days
Yes.
and go to a training workshop
Yeah.
or 3 hours to go to a seminar. What they can do is they can buy it online,
Yeah.
and they can get the digital book, they can get the audio program, and they can even get the video program, all on a server somewhere, and they can learn that way. So if you're a coach or a consultant or a trainer or a marketer or a business owner,
Yeah.
and you want to really get your information from you to your audience, to your target market, put it on a digital publishing format.
Right.
And it works.
And what you're really talking about is taking it in one format, taking the knowledge that you have one time and leveraging it multiple
Exactly.
times. Yeah.
There are up to 17 different ways that you can actually leverage your content, your data, all the way from a blog right through to a full-blown digital program.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to take my book and do all that.
And I'm looking forward to reading it, watching it, and hearing it.
Fabulous. Thanks, Eugene.
Thanks.